Hey everyone, it's me, James. I'm back again. So this is going to be round two of the Dapper Dragon Tallow testing versus each other, number one and number two, and the vegan. Um, the vegan formulation I'm going to keep the same since it's the one that I used for the straights. So it's going to be the Dapper Dragon signature scent, Dapper Dragon. Uh, One thing I'm going to do different on this go round is I'm going to use the EJ89 head. Uh, One shave at least is going to be with this lined edition, and one shave will at least be with the 3D14 edition, which has that really cool knurling that just came out this year. Uh, but it'll be the same head. Weight of the razor is pretty close as far as I can tell, and length of the handle and all that. The blade I'll be using for me is kind of a mid of the road blade. Doesn't I wouldn't call it my most favorite, but it's definitely not a bad blade for me. It does pretty well on my coarse hair, not heavy growth, just coarse. So the Supermax Platinums, which these come out of India. Um, yeah, so take it out of the little envelope, and I'll load that up and later continue to go with that. One other thing that I'm doing different. Alright, so I took tallow number one and tallow number two, and I mashed them into some circles. And the reason why I did that is because I'm going to lay it like a puck into the bottom of the same bowl that I was using, so that I can do my lather testing. The Dapper Dragon is in its own container, so it'll be fine when I get to it as far as loading from it. The reason why I want to do it this way is the first go round used a dedicated sample size that was pinched out of each of the types of soap. And so on this, I want to see the soaps bloom. So let's let the soaps bloom and see where it gets to just by loading it without having to worry about how much product's being used. For me, the clear winner of product used towards getting a rich creamy lather was the vegan formulation. That doesn't mean that you can't get it with these. I'm just saying with that same sample size, I wasn't able to get that same richness. So we'll see how this goes. Eric, thanks again for allowing me to be part of your testing group, and I'm honored that you asked me and very thankful. So with that, I'll be right back after I get everything loaded, prepared, wet my face again, and get to lathering. Alright guys, one of the other things that I forgot to mention is that I'll be using a synthetic brush this go around as well. The synthetic brushes tend to give you some pretty nice lathering results, especially these newer generation. This is the Grooming Company, and this is the Packer edition, the green and yellow swirl. I'll be using this to go around the puck that I molded into here. There's some standing water in here that's warming it up, and just like before, not to have water interfering, I'm just going to pour that on up, so there's nothing left to pour out except those couple of drops. And the brush itself, I'm using what the pamphlet said, which was to run it under warm water and, you know, just give it light shakes to get the water out. It said don't squeeze everything out, so I'm not going to squeeze everything out. And now, here we go. And it says to lightly swirl, so no pressure, which is, I didn't use pressure with the I didn't use pressure with the badger knot on the first set of tests either. Now, what I'm noticing now is that with the synthetic, I am able to start getting a nice creamier, thicker texture right away as compared to with the badger. Now, I'm pretty much at the point that I'd really like to go. Now on the other one I used all the product up as I was loading, but now I'm at a point where I have a creamy lather anyway, and or proto lather rather, and since that proto lather is getting creamy, I'm just going to go a little bit more, because that's about the consistency I would like before I would shave anyway, which is why I'm doing this go around of testing this way. Now, I'm gonna wet my face. Alright, don't want it sopping wet. So there. I'm gonna let the soap do its magic. And again, this is round 2, tallow number 1. And I can tell already that the combination of a synthetic brush just makes lathering just so much more simple, guys. Even if you guys just want the nostalgia of having a natural animal brush, don't limit yourselves, guys. These are excellent options, these newer generation fiber brushes, whether you get something with the version 2 of the Mule, or if you get the Plisson, or this, which looks pretty darn close to the Plisson fiber. Alright, look how creamy this is looking. That's very nice. One. Sorry, bear with me here real quick. There we go. There. Hopefully that helps a little bit more. Dip in my tips. Again. Even though you can get by with a little bit more pasty lather with the DE, or at least I can, with the safety razor, I still prefer having more moisture in there, just so it doesn't stick to the face. But that is really, really nice, guys. Okay, so just to comment, I finished the first pass and did my light rinse like I normally do, just to get most of the debris off, not to clean and get my face squeaky clean from everything. It seems that getting the soap to a creamy, nice yogurty consistency definitely helps with the slickness as well. So going from there and then adding in water as you need it or as you prefer going along, slicker this time around for tallow number 1. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, one other thing I wanted to clarify in case I didn't say it before. Even though I may only be doing 2.5 passes or whatever, I'm still loading my whole face on that third lather. So pass 1, pass 2, and this would be my lather the third time around. third time. 1, 2, 3. And I've been doing that for each progression. So even though I may say touch up, my whole face is being lathered. And that's been with the straights, and I'll continue to do that with the DE as well. So just wanted to make sure that that part was clear. Alright, be back at the end. Alright, it's the end of the shave. I rinsed off and everything, and yeah, face is supple. No drying out detected. Everything feels good. Still got a little bit of slickness here, even though I did a pretty good job of rinsing. So that's nice. Face feels fresh. Here's the soap. And this was a DE shave. This is what's left in the brush. And basically, there's just a hint of lather breakdown. Not a whole lot. But overall the lather still looks pretty good. It has a sheen to it still, so that tells me that there's probably still enough hydration in it. Squeeze it out. Alright, not seeing anything runny come out, so it seems like it was able to incorporate whatever little water was in the brush into it fine, and you know, after rinsing between each pass and whatnot. Brush is pretty well cleaned out. Alright. And right away what I am noticing is that what came out of the brush is a lot more dense than the first go around. So loading the soap to how I would want to load it, with the creaminess in the proto lather to begin with, produces a much better lather. Nice, cushiony, slick. So that's what we got there, and that's been it for this part. I'm going to continue on. Same brush, same razor design, whether it's that handle or the other one, and it'll be tallow number 2. Right now it feels great. Maybe not quite as what I got from the tallow number 2 post shave, but we'll see how that goes when I get to the tallow number 2. I don't know if I'll be shaving tomorrow, excuse me, or Wednesday. I may give my face a break one day in between. I'm not used to shaving so many days straight, so we'll see how I feel tomorrow, but no doubt I think I'll have this out to you guys by the end of the week, to Eric specifically. And so we'll see how that goes. And until I get to tallow number 2, I'll see you guys then.